Stop toxic relationships. Stoic secrets to healthy boundaries. Are you tired of feeling drained by your relationships? Constantly giving until there's nothing left? Do you struggle to say no without guilt, fear, or conflict? You're not alone. In a world where everyone has instant access to us, through texts, social media, and endless notifications, maintaining healthy boundaries has become harder than ever. But what if there was an ancient blueprint for inner peace and stronger relationships, hidden in Stoic philosophy? This isn't about becoming cold, detached, or shutting people out. It's about learning how to protect your energy, reclaim your peace, and build relationships that thrive without consuming you. Welcome to Beyond Toxicity, where we explore how timeless Stoic wisdom can help you establish healthy, unshakable boundaries in today's chaotic relational world, the modern boundary crisis. We live in a hyper-connected era where saying no often feels impossible. Pressure to be constantly available is overwhelming, whether it's replying instantly to texts, attending every family gathering, or overextending yourself at work just to keep the peace. But here's the truth Stoicism reminds us of. Without boundaries, there is no peace. The hidden costs of porous boundaries. Burnout. Giving endlessly without replenishing your own energy. Resentment. Feeling unappreciated when your needs are ignored. Fractured self-worth. Losing sight of who you are when you constantly mold yourself to please others. And yet society often gaslights us into believing that setting boundaries is selfish. We're told that love means sacrifice, or family comes first no matter what. But Stoicism teaches us the opposite. You cannot serve others from an empty cup. Healthy boundaries aren't walls, they're bridges. They allow us to connect authentically without losing ourselves. Stoicism's unlikely relationship. You might be wondering, what does Stoic philosophy, a 2,000-year-old school of thought, have to do with modern love, friendships, and family drama? Everything. Stoicism teaches one core principle that changes everything about relationships: the dichotomy of control. We cannot control what others do or say, only how we respond. Epictetus. This is the foundation of Stoic boundary setting. You can't control how your partner reacts to your no, how your friend interprets your absence, how your family judges your decisions. But you can control your values, your responses, your emotional energy. When you stop trying to control other people's reactions, you reclaim your personal power. Beyond anger, protecting your peace without disconnecting. Stoicism teaches that our virtue, our character, integrity, and self-respect matters more than pleasing others or avoiding conflict. Boundaries aren't about punishing anyone, they're about honoring yourself. Marcus Aurelius, writing nearly 2 millennia ago, warned, "The nearer a man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to strength." Healthy boundaries aren't about slamming doors or cutting people off at the first sign of discomfort. Instead, Stoicism teaches us to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively, stay calm in emotional storms, prioritize inner tranquility over external approval. Even in dating, yes, even on modern apps, Stoic principles help. By staying grounded in your values, you avoid being swept up in unhealthy patterns and start attracting relationships that align with your authentic self. Crafting your Stoic boundary blueprint. Let's translate Stoic wisdom into practical tools you can use today. 1. Define your circles of concern. Epictetus divided life into what's within our control and what's beyond it. In relationships, this means clearly defining what's yours to manage, your time, energy, emotional health. What's not yours to fix, other people's feelings, choices, or judgments. When you respect these boundaries, you stop trying to rescue or overextend. And paradoxically, you become more present and supportive. 2. Practice premeditatio malorum. Anticipate boundary challenges. Before entering difficult situations, visualize possible challenges. How will I respond if someone pushes past my limits? How will I handle guilt trips or manipulation calmly? What phrases can I prepare in advance to express my needs firmly but kindly? By rehearsing boundaries mentally, you avoid being blindsided by conflict and stay rooted in your values. 3. Master the gentle no. Stoicism teaches us to act with wisdom and compassion. Saying no doesn't require aggression or coldness. Instead, use clear, respectful language. I really value our time, but I need tonight to recharge. Avoid over-explaining or apologizing excessively. Trust that honoring your needs benefits everyone long-term. As Epictetus reminds us, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Navigating relational earthquakes with Stoicism. Boundaries will be tested. That's inevitable. But Stoicism equips you to handle these moments with calm strength. 1. When boundaries are challenged, instead of reacting emotionally, pause and ask, is this within my control? How can I act in alignment with my values? This shift stops you from spiraling into guilt or resentment and lets you respond thoughtfully, not reactively. 2. Detach from outcomes. One of Stoicism's hardest lessons. You control your actions, not their reactions. When someone pushes back, manipulates, or walks away, it's painful. But remember, their response isn't yours to manage. True strength lies in staying anchored to your values, not bending out of fear. 3. Repairing ruptures with reasoned discourse. Stoicism doesn't mean emotional detachment, it means emotional mastery. When conflicts arise, listen openly before defending yourself. Use reason rather than blame. Seek understanding, not domination. Healthy relationships thrive when boundaries and empathy coexist. The quiet revolution of well-boundaried living. Building Stoic boundaries isn't just about reducing conflict. It transforms your entire life. Long-term benefits. Inner calm. Anxiety fades when you stop overextending. Stronger connections. Healthy relationships flourish when built on mutual respect. Personal freedom. You rediscover who you are beneath others' expectations. When you live from this place of grounded strength, you become a beacon for others. Your example invites healthier dynamics, better communication, and authentic connection. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Your invitation to step beyond toxicity. Modern relationships are messy, complex, and demanding, but Stoicism offers us a timeless compass, one that points us back to self-respect, clarity, and peace. Boundaries aren't selfish, they are acts of love, for yourself and for those around you. By embracing Stoic wisdom, you don't become cold or detached, you become anchored. You learn to give without depleting yourself, love without losing yourself, and connect without chaos. This isn't about escaping relationships, it's about transforming them. You deserve peace. You deserve respect. You deserve relationships that honor who you are, and Stoicism can show you the way. Are you exhausted from giving more than you receive? Do you find yourself saying yes when your heart screams no? Do you feel guilty for setting limits, or worse, terrified of losing people if you do? If so, you're not broken. You're human, and you're living in a world designed to test your boundaries at every turn. But here's the truth. You can't build healthy relationships without first learning how to protect your energy, reclaim your peace, and stand firmly in your values. And surprisingly, the answers might come from an ancient philosophy that's over 2,000 years old. Stoicism, the ancient solution to a modern problem. We live in an age of hyperconnection. Notifications never stop. Friends expect instant replies. Family demands constant involvement. Work emails follow us into bed. And in this non-stop cycle of availability, our personal boundaries are collapsing. The cost? Burnout, resentment, fractured self-worth, toxic patterns that leave us drained. We've normalized overextending ourselves, believing that being good means being endlessly available. But Stoicism teaches a radically different way. Protect your peace first, and you will show up better for others. This philosophy, practiced by figures like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, was built on one timeless truth. We cannot control other people, only our own choices, values, and responses. This single idea transforms how we set boundaries, how we navigate relationships, and how we free ourselves from toxic cycles. This isn't about shutting people out. It's about learning to connect without losing yourself. The modern boundary crisis. Why boundaries feel impossible? In today's world, we're conditioned to believe good friends are always available. Family comes first no matter the cost. Saying no means you don't care. But this mindset leaves us overwhelmed and resentful, the perfect breeding ground for toxic relationships. The truth is, without boundaries, you teach people to overstep. You lose sight of your needs. You slowly erode your identity. The hidden costs of weak boundaries: burnout, always giving without replenishing yourself; resentment, feeling undervalued or taken advantage of; fractured self-worth, believing your needs don't matter; toxic patterns, attracting people who thrive on control or chaos. And yet, society gaslights us into believing boundaries are selfish. Stoicism flips this narrative. You cannot serve others from an empty cup. Healthy boundaries aren't walls, they're bridges. They allow you to love authentically without self-destruction. Stoicism's relationship prescription, the dichotomy of control. Epictetus taught the dichotomy of control. We cannot control what others do or say, only how we respond. This is the foundation of Stoic boundary setting. You can't control your partner's reaction to your no, your friend's opinion of your choices, your family's expectations. You can control your values, your emotional energy, your responses. When you release the need to control other people's reactions, you reclaim your personal power. Virtue over validation. In Stoicism, virtue, your integrity, wisdom, and character matters more than approval. Boundaries grounded in virtue aren't about punishment, aren't about rejection, are about honoring yourself. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. Other people's disappointment isn't your failure, it's their perception." Calm, not coldness. Stoicism isn't about emotional detachment. It's about emotional mastery. Stay grounded when emotions run high. Pause before reacting impulsively. Choose reason over reactivity. Healthy boundaries come from clarity, not anger. You're not rejecting people, you're protecting your peace. Define your circles of concern. Epictetus divided life into two categories: what's within your control, what's beyond your control. In relationships, define yours to manage, your energy, time, and emotional well-being, not yours to fix other people's feelings, judgments, and choices. Boundaries emerge naturally when you know where you end and others begin. Practice premeditatio malorum. Anticipate challenges. This Stoic exercise prepares you for boundary violations before they happen. Visualize potential scenarios. What if a friend pressures me to attend something I don't want to? What if my partner dismisses my needs? What if my boss expects after-hours availability? By rehearsing these moments mentally, you reduce anxiety and respond with calm intention. The art of the gentle no. Saying no doesn't require aggression or guilt. A Stoic no is clear. I won't be able to make it tonight. Respectful. I appreciate the invite. Final. No endless justifications or over-explaining. As Epictetus said, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Navigating relational earthquakes. Boundaries will be tested. Here's how Stoicism equips you to stay strong when boundaries are challenged. Instead of reacting, pause and ask, is this within my control? How can I respond with virtue, not ego? This single moment of mindfulness prevents spirals of guilt, shame, or resentment. Detach from outcomes. People may guilt trip you. Get angry, walk away. Stoicism teaches their reaction isn't yours to control. You're responsible for your actions, not their feelings. Repairing ruptures. Boundaries don't destroy relationships, they strengthen them. If you handle conflict with listening before defending, reason over blame, empathy alongside clarity. Healthy relationships thrive when boundaries and compassion coexist. Beyond toxicity, the transformation, the long-term benefits of Stoic boundaries. Inner calm. You no longer live on emotional overdrive. Deeper connections. Authenticity replaces resentment. Personal freedom. You rediscover your identity beneath expectations, becoming a beacon for others. When you set Stoic boundaries, something powerful happens. You model self-respect. You inspire healthier dynamics. You attract people who value your energy. By living your values, you silently teach others to do the same. Your invitation to reclaim your peace. Modern relationships are complex. Technology blurs lines. Expectations drain us. But Stoicism gives us a compass, a timeless map back to self-respect, clarity, and peace. Boundaries aren't selfish, they're acts of love, for yourself and for others. By embracing Stoic wisdom, you love without losing yourself. Give without depleting yourself. Connect without chaos. This isn't about escaping relationships. It's about transforming them. You deserve balance. You deserve peace. You deserve relationships that honor who you are. And Stoicism can show you the way. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for your time.